They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Williams takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. And quickly now a look at the Kansas City offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
A first down carry for Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. On second down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. $12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position. I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The starting defense for the Titans.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lewis here on 1st down. About 3 yards there to the 27. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Ready? 18 Gator. Number 53, Mike 53.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They go play action here on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. From the 31, Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down. Give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now the Titans getting set to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Damian Wilson in on the stop. On second down, it's Henry. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10.
You must be dreaming. Check 9, check 9. Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Let's go. Give me something.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that's caught by Smith. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it. Williams loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
My 54. My 54. I got 1 fight.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Running jet sweep here, Humphries. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
70 Indy. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill now to throw. He gets it to Humphries. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now here's Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Here we go.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Yellow. I got little lady. 54. Blue down. Blue down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This is caught. Watkins. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. All right, let's discuss Dion Lewis as he gets set to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series, so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks as always. 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers matching up against the San Francisco 49ers. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they can't corral him. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Got it. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Deep grip.
On first down, Henry. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 15 run. 15 run. Check, check, check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, and he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. They run. This is Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the double. Mike, come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Ready?
They try again with Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Trying to go back to Watkins, and it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stop your whining. Hey, watch it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly. And this is caught. It's a gain of 35.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
And he's right there on the doorstep now. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Tannehill. Complete. This is Lewis.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. On one hand, as we look at some of his struggles with the 3 interceptions, he's got to be upset. On the other hand, they're still winning this game.
So how does he take care of the ball the rest of the game? That's what his teammates are interested in, because they pick things up for him throughout. You got to look over the defensive side, the kicking game. Those guys have made it work for him. Now his goal, not mess up anything else down the stretch.
Yeah, forget about those 3 picks. Move on.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play, because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Chris Jones on the stop. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, baby.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Tannehill now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Suggs, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
With the score, Chiefs 21, Titans 10.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Let's go, defense.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Watkins, the intended receiver. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrapper.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long for you to spend it with me, long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Just like that.
Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on that attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They go play action. Now Mahomes going to let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. The point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught, Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Chris Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, Williams. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Titans.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.